What's up everybody? Before we get into this video, I wanted to tell you about this amazing opportunity. I'm partnered with Blowfin. Blowfin is also the main exchange I use. That's why I'm partnered with them. But right now, until the 2nd of June, we're running this amazing campaign where you can deposit funds to receive 15% cash back. And now please pause the video, watch the criteria as you can see right here. But in general, like this is real cash that you can use for futures trading, funding fees, transaction fees, but also more. And outside of that, Blowfin, like I said, is an amazing exchange to use for trading. You can do spot on there as well, low fees, all the coins you want to trade. So use the link down in the description to sign up to get a 15% cash back until the 2nd of June. Now let's get into the video. Good morning everybody, welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video right here on Ondo. Wanted to do a full update. I tried to keep you updated on Ondo. Now to be fair, have we really seen much momentum or much price action? No, I mean we had one move on Thursday, Friday, when Bitcoin hit all-time highs, where Dogecoin, Ondo, my apologies, well, Dogecoin, where Ondo reached 1.04, which is a bit of an intraday resistance level, as you can see. But ultimately, look, the main resistance we have to break is 1.1, right? And were we even close to breaking above that? No. And ultimately, Ondo has been relatively quiet. I'd say not the entire RWA ecosystem or RWA narrative has been quiet, because we've seen coins like Syrup do quite well. But ultimately, RWA has been, like most coins, have not performed that well yet, even though I think it's a matter of time before Ondo does start to perform well. Because the fundamentals are just too good. Not too good to be true, but too good to leave behind. And sometimes it's also just the market makers behind it and some other factors that hold the price down. But ultimately, if you take a look at Ondo, we still had a lot of momentum over the course of May. It was just a little bit lacking for the last 2 weeks. And then outside of that, the fundamentals for Ondo continue to get better. At this point of time, we have $1.27 billion in total value locked. Ondo is growing. Ondo still has a lot of great things for the future. Coming hopefully with an equities platform coming later. So fundamentally, I would still expect, also especially given the fact that the market as a whole still are very strong and bullish. This is Bitcoin, but if you take a look at altcoin indices, you can still see the same. I still do expect a breakout eventually, and I'm considering adding some more Ondo to my spot bags. But like I said, if we take a look at the technicals, we've been stable, all right? And stability when the market is rallying is not good. Now Ondo was also a little bit late the last time. The markets got bullish, but then we at least had some momentum at the start. And at this point of time, that's not really there. We had some momentum at the start, but most of that retraced. And right now we're just very much in this area right here between 1.04, 1.03. That's the main resistance level. And then this level right here around 80 cents as the main support level. That's the area where we are in. And at this point of time, even though I think eventually we will break out, I don't really see any indication that we will break out above that in the short term. All right. Some indications for that would be, well, RWA being strong at this point of time, which is not the case. Not right now, at least. I mean, I can take a look at this to see if anything has changed since this morning. But I would say no, or at least I would expect no. And then we also don't have any very high volume for Ondo specifically, nor any leverage coming in, right? So here you can see, do we have RWA topping somewhere? No, I mean, RWA is actually one of the worst performing narratives over the course of today. Volume relatively low, and I know that that's after a weekend, and I know that's after the US market was closed, but still, it's relatively low, even though there's some volume increases across the board. And then open interest has increased quite a fair bit since the beginning of April, but there's no real uptrend right here on the short term, right? So that's why I would say short term, getting some more bullish momentum. That's what I expect from the market, possibility. But I don't see any reason why we would break out. And ultimately, I'd say while we're still in this range, the better buy opportunities are actually towards 80 and 76 cents. Do I expect us to reach that? No. I think we'll remain stable here to the upsides. But still, that's something good to be ready for. And then eventually I expect a breakout like this, right? But like I said, there's no real indication of that. And if we get an indication for that, I'll be the first to tell you. But that's it for now. If you do have any questions, let me know. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.